guys, welcome back to Joshi Puroresu Japan. This is episode 7, the Joshi World War Tour. I'm really excited to get into this tour as well. Have some plans for this one, some things we're going to be trying out with some new feuds, things like that. And we've had some of our requests completed. That'll help out things, and we'll try to get some more experience for our staff and our workers in general. I'm having a lot of fun with this save and this scenario with Tomorrow the World 1989. I'll leave it as links in all the description like usual for all the different Patreons and the Steam page. So if you guys would like to check this awesome game out. Let's go ahead and take a look at our messages here. We have a request completed from Giantess Kyoko where she can't lose clean. We have a request completed from Hazuki, not being on a weekly show. We have training from La Incendia finished. Scouting report on Anne Gloria, Upper Mid-Carter. Talent, Jason Herrera. Roger Hamrick available. Billy Creel available. Joe Burgundy and Sammy Love gained a good amount of popularity working on the latest training roster event. So that's really good information to find out right there. So this is from last month, so that's not something we need to worry about right now. So now let's take a look at our company and the event real quick. The calendar. We have Joshi World War coming up. I think we want to take a look at our feuds real quick. There's one in particular I'm kind of worried about, so let's search by hype. This greatest wrestler between Cordelia and Fumiko. It's 5.5 out of 6 staleness. So that one may potentially have to either, hopefully we can get it raised in heat, or we'll have to blow that off at World War. So let's go ahead and book the first weekly show, the first of 4. We'll do it with a tag match here. Let's do a 6-woman tag. And in our the main event here, we're going to want to have a heel team versus the face team. And on the heel team, I think I want to have it headlined by Kazuhito and Sasaki. And we want to use Boom. Yeah, let's do Boom. And on the other side, we'll have Rakshasa, Grace McTavish. And we want, let's not do Wild Tammy, let's do Maki Kondo. That'll be the main event for the first show of the week, or the month, I should say. Let's go ahead and do a segment here of the greatest wrestler, trying to build a little bit more heat for this. Let's see what options we have for this segment. Make sure we've used the, kind of the big named segments for this one. Looks like we have. So I think we may have to just go with the tried and true promo battle and book that promo battle between Gray and Takahashi, hopefully getting a little bit more heat and some added staleness to that. We'll see how it goes. Our next match, we could have one of these lower main event workers take on it, maybe potentially someone in the upper mid card, like have Kagajira here take on, could have her face Marine Memento, get her a victory there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Book that. So Kagajira versus Marine Memento. Yeah. Let's go ahead while we're at it here. Let's bring in Date and Kazuhito. Don't have another producer. Let's look at the feuds. We could go with the bigger Pop and Hype Home Invasion. But does that make sense to do when Kashuhito would be in the main event? I think we'll just do we'll let him come out and do a smack talk one. That frees her up still to be in the main event. We don't have to, I guess it could have been like potentially footage, but on this match, let's take Yubaba and Hime. No, let's do, instead of Hime, let's do Diona Fury. And let's do Shino Tenshi and Sawa Relentless Savage. Let's try to get them some victories, some morale boost potentially. They could actually potentially need that after not being able to sell them basically their contracts to another company like they wanted me to. Now I'm thinking about setting up potentially another feud here between, let's do Domador de Almas and Bancho Marina Maeda. They'll have a fight and we'll add a feud, and it's going to be a main event push one, main event ready for between these upper mid carders, and that looks good. They'll have a fight. And now we'll do a tag team match. Let's do another 6-woman tag. And this one will be the Pretty Solar Soldiers taking on some members of the Fallen Angels to further that storyline without taking up any staleness, since it's a faction versus faction storyline. We have 2 left here. We definitely want to bring in our event package to push that event at that pay-per-view, Joshi World War. And we could do another match. We could bring in Aoki Natsuko. And let's have her face. Can I have her face Kylie Knight or Hazuki? Let's do Hazuki. That hasn't had much TV time. So I think that looks good. The card looks good. I've got the event package on there. Setting up a new feud. Smack talk and another promo trying to get some heat. Yeah, I think that looks good. Go ahead and play this event. Yes, I'm sure I want to play. So, week 1, JPJ Weekly. We have Akio Natsuko versus Hazuki. That's a 3-star match. It's not the best, but I'm trying to get Natsuko some, morale and popularity boost, so that accomplishes that. We're hyping our pay-per-view, Joshi World War. I should hopefully build some interest for that event. We got the Pretty Solar Soldiers versus the Fallen Angels. Who do we want to give the win to this time? Could give it to the Fallen Angels here. That's a 2.5-star match. Lack of psychology, that's not great. Fight though, 4.75 between De Almas and Maeda. Starts off that main event ready. Tense brawl inside the backstage boiler room. This is to get relentless savagery, some morale, and some wins. 3-star match. Here we're going to have Smack Talk. Who we're going to have layeth the smacketh down. Suzumi Date sounds good. That's a 4.25 rated segment. Kakujiro's getting the win here. 3.5 rated match. Hopefully we can get some promo battle hype and heat built staleness added. 4.25. Does not say any notes about that, so that may have to probably get blown off at the event. Rakshasa gets the victory, pins Katsuhito, thereby granting her a shot. We got 35 creative points. We did lose 800 fans. I can live with that. Seeing these talent requests here, I think I need to go into our roster here and get the Alma's training on her work rate. Get that started. That'll take 3 months. So that'll be another talent request that has been taken care of. We have nobody scouting, so let's go ahead and scout a worker here. It could be potentially a manager for one of our workers, or we could try for Julia. So that takes care of our scout. Let's just make sure the injuries, we haven't had anybody come back. We need a couple more close to getting production, training, and the talent management. Okay, so let's go ahead and book the next event, our JPJ Weekly Week 2. In the main event, let's have Rakshasa and Boom. And we'll book that. We will take away the title though. And this will allow us to do that. Rakshasa losing her next singles match against Boom. So go ahead and hype the segment here of faction warfare. Do the home invasion there. Go ahead and do a tag team match, a 2v2. And let's let Anakova and Emmanuel, and we'll have them take on Maeda and Yubaba. We'll remove the title. Go ahead and take and do a segment here. Can hype Rakshasa and Kairi Otanio. Let's take a look at the feuds available. Let's go and sort them by hype. Promo battle is going to be our best one, but let's do the off-camera assault. Yeah. Go ahead and do a tag match. A 6-woman tag match. On one side, let's let use Suzumi. Let's do Carrie Ann Sanderson, Ilyana Koloff, and we want Jin Chizu, and we'll let them take on Kishida, Casey Sunshine, Tamara Larkin, yeah. Let's go do another segment now. So let's do a promo battle. And we'll do a promo battle between Saifan and Higashi Suzumi. We'll go ahead and book that. Let's go ahead and add a feud to this one. Could grind up, this is our home, since Suzumi's come in from the outside the company. and that could eventually get Suzumi a title. Let's do a match between La Incendia and... No, let's take off La Incendia. Let's do Diona, Fiori, and we could do Emma the Unleashed. We could do Armbar. We could do Takusan. Back to our segments. Do a production one. Do a main event package. Build towards that Rakshasa. Could also do a day in the life package here. You know, build some overness and potentially morale, popularity. Could do it for Wild Tammy. Yeah. Let's go ahead and add the producer focus here. And I think that's going to be our event. I do notice that we have 2 messages. Skill increase. And Nathan Hart is unhappy, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and play week 2 of JPJ Weekly. We have our day in the life hype, 4.25 stars, pretty good popularity and overness. That's good. Main event, 4.5 stars. That's pretty good. Let's just get Diona a win. Oh, 2 stars. Bad conditioning. That's gonna hurt us. Kickoff. Saifan and Suzumi with a 3.5 rated promo battle. Got some good hype though in the beginning here. This one was to get Chizu, Koloff, and Sanderson a morale boost. 3 stars. Otanio leaving Rakshasa lying on the floor. Passionista is going to get the victory here. Or do we want Maeda and Yubaba? Let's give it to the Passionistas. And then we'll continue. Luna and La Incendia. La Incendia is going to break into her house and they have a fight outside in front of her family. And Rakshasa still competes after taking the beating earlier, and that's why Boom picks up the victory in a 4.25 rated main event. Both of them gain overness and popularity because of a hot match. 46 creative points, 4-star rated match. Takeshi Suzumi got over with the fans. That's great. And we gained quite a bit of popularity on our rep experience, and potentially I think we should gain 7.6 fans. It's nice to see. We got that request completed for Rakshasa to lose her next singles match. We'll go ahead and book the 3rd show of our Joshi World War tour, basically. Trying to decide if I want to have use Kashuhito or do I want to use Giants' Kyoko. Could do Kyoko and Takahashi taking on. We could have them take on. Don't want to have Gray in it, but we could have Aja, and we could have Niyama. Or do we want to have Cordelia Gray? That takes on the greatest wrestler. So Takahashi and Kyoko versus Boom and Aja. that'll be fine. Now we'll take and we'll boost one of our segments here. Could do the better villain storyline feud. We've held the off-camera assault. Do a backstage attack. Let's see what else we have. There's a good tried and true home invasion or smack talk. Go ahead and do home invasion. Let's come up with a tag team match now. Do we want to do actual tag teams? Could do Relentless Savagery taking on the Wuxia Queens. Back to our segments now. Do a production segment. Do another day in the life. Who do we want to do the day in the life about this time? Could use it to potentially boost Sasaki. And do 3v3, a 6-woman tag. And this time we could have Miss Aphrodite, Miss Hera. We could do Miss Hermes and Miss Ares. And obviously we want to have them take on the Fallen Angels as we further this faction warfare storyline. I think that's fine there, yeah. We have 4 weekly shows. Do promo battle between Rakshasa and Katsuhito, where Rakshasa basically comes out and claims her title shot at Joshi World War since she pinned Katsuhito. So in the next match here we can have Kagajira come out and have a match against somebody. We could do Mega Marlowe, we could do Akami. Okay, so Kagajira is going to come out and she is going to take on Gundao. Go ahead and book that. Segment wise now, let's go ahead and hype the main event. And we can have another 6-woman tag. As we have Uri, could have her team with Okami and Tani O, and they could take on Unamura. Could do Kushida. Could do Sami. So I think that'd be an interesting match. Let's go ahead and just take one last look at the card here. Make sure that's the main event I want. Couple angles. think it looks good. So let's go ahead and play this event. Yes, definitely want to play week 3 of JPJ Weekly. And this one was set up to get Okami, Otanio, and Yuri a victory in a 3.5 star rated match. Hyping that main event 4.75. That'll do good for the main event, hopefully. So, move on to the next match between Kagajira and Gundao. This one's going to get Kagajira, more popularity, more overness. Almost a 4-star match. Pretty decent. We have our promo battle between Rakshasa and Katsuhito as they, 4.25 set up that main event title match. The Pretty Solar Soldiers are going to get the victory here. Do a day in the life of Sasaki. She's on a picnic in the park with her family, apparently. 8 overness, 34 popularity, 5 stars. Relentless Savagery gets the victory here, 2.75 with a lack of psychology. Home Invasion. Both of these are heel teams. We'll let the Passionistas come and invade the home of Ishigo and Jira. And in our main event, Giantess Kyoko, Fumiko Takahashi versus Bunayama and Aja. And I think I'll give the victory to Kyoko and Takahashi. 4.2 star, 5 stars. Excellent main event. Hot match. Everybody gains popularity and overness. 57 creative points, 4.25 rated show overall. That's an excellent show. Got us a really good rep there. Should get us a pretty good amount of fans. 6.8K. I'm happy with that. Now let's transition here into booking the Go Home show of JPJ Weekly. And our main event could do a 2v2 tag match between, we could have Wild Tammy do something with Race McTavish, and we could use the Passionistas as their opponents. Remove the titles there. Let's go ahead and do a segment. Could hype this main event ready. Could just have a promo battle between Giantess Kyoko and do Megan Marlowe. Kami. Shino Tenshi. Yeah, I think Shino Tenshi would work. We could have her. She's, not horribly over right now. And let's see if we can get her overness and morale, everything raised by getting into a feud program with Giantess Kyoko. Potentially, giving her a little bit more of a boost. For the next match, we could have Marine Memento take on Maeda. We could do Yubaba. Do Jinshizu. Moon and Night. Do Zeniba. Taking on Megan Marlowe or Akami. Let's do Akami. Alpha Akami versus Zeniba. Yeah, we'll go ahead and book that. Go ahead and do a production. Do a day in the life. Who do we want to showcase in this one? Do Marine Memento. We could, Marine Memento. Make sure there's no other better choices right now. But we'll do Marine Memento. That's fine. For the next match, we are going to do a 6-woman tag between Luna Knight, Miss Hermes, Miss Aries versus Mammoth Mizuna, Unabama, and either Dai, Ikibo, or Akuma. Let's do Akuma. So that will, have another match in our faction warfare as the continuing war happens between the Pretty Solar Soldiers and the Fallen Angels. Let's go ahead and hype this main event. Do another 2v2 tag. And we'll have Holly and Jime take on could do Hana, Abina, and could do Wakana Asami. We could do Larkin. Larkin sounds probably pretty good here. So the Wuxia Queen's taking on Larkin and Elba. So we're going to sort this segment by charisma, and we're going to come down and if I could spell, we're going to do slander. We're going to slander the CDSLLF or DF promotion there. That's we got room for one more segment or a match. Could have Natsuko come out and face Hazaki. Just getting them both, some pretty good experience. And I think that's going to be our event. So week 4 of JPJ Weekly, the Go Home Show, kicks off with Natsuko getting a victory over Hazuki, a 3.25 rated match. Carrie Sanderson comes out and makes fun of the booking of our competitor. 5-star rated match or segment right there. The Wuxia Queens are going to pick up a victory, or we're going to have Abina and Larkin. I think the Wuxia Queens in a 2.75 rated match. That's not great, but end up here with a main event package, 4 stars. As we hype the Grace McTavish, Tammy Richards Passionistas match. Here we have the Pretty Solar Soldiers getting another victory over the Fallen Angels. 3.5 rated match. Marine Memento gets a day in the life. 24 popularity, 6 overness, 4.25 stars. That's not bad. I think here we're going to let Alpha Aka Akami get the victory, 3.5 rated stars. Kick off the Kyoko Shino Tenchi Disrespect feud, 4.25 stars. And our main event, we have the Passionistas versus McTavish, and the Passionistas get the victory here at 3.25 rated main event. That's not the best. 47 creative points. And we have some people getting over. And we gained 6.9 fans, K-fans. So up next is our Joshi World War. So we're going to have our matches here, leading off with the main events of Yoko Katsuhito and Rakshasa for the JPJ World Women's title. I have high hopes for that. Looks like we will have to blow off this greatest wrestler between Gray and Takahashi. Couldn't get any more staleness. Go ahead and add the blow off. We'll add a gimmick match. We'll do a steel cage match for that blow off. Do a tag team match. Fashionistas. Give a title shot to Relentless Savagery in that one. Let's do a match here. Let's do a tag team match, 2v2. We'll have Kyoko and Date taking on Boom and Aja. Switch to a 6-woman. We'll have a team of Sasaki, Memento, and Okami taking on Zaniba, McTavish, Wild Tammy Richards. Okay, so I have Maki Kondo, Jira, and do we want Yubaba or Maeda? Let's do Maeda. We'll have Uri. Could have Jinchizu, and we could have Gundao. Go ahead and book that one. All of our main eventers are taken care of now. So Megan Marlowe, Dialmas, and Otanio versus Yubaba Hime. And Diona. Let's go ahead and build some hype for the main event. And let's get a day in the life of somebody. Let's think about who we could put a day in the life of to just maybe boost their overness and stuff to get them further along. We could do Kagajira. That would potentially get her to over. Do a 4v4 and 8-woman tag between Miss Aphrodite, Miss Hermes, Miss Aries, and Miss Hera. And we could do Incendia, Mammoth, Unabama, and Akuma. Or we could do Dai. Let's do Dai. And then we can put Akuma in instead of La Incendia. Book that. And we will add a gimmick. What kind of gimmick do we want? Do we want to I quit? Let's do an elimination. Okay, we got Jime and Holly. And we could put Yona Murray and Natsuko taking on Koloff, Sanderson, Armbar, Nagani, and Emma the Unleashed. Let's move these around here. Getting these spread out here so they're not back to back. We have do another segment. Do a off-camera assault right before the Pretty Solar Soldiers take on the Fallen Angels to explain why the two leaders are not in that elimination match. And we could have Saifan and Suzumi do a home invasion. We can move that right there. And I think the card's looking pretty good so far. We'll just take another glance at everything just to make sure there's nothing that we want to do here differently, maybe order-wise or match-wise. Nah, let's go ahead and play this event. Yes, play the event Joshi World War, our monthly pay-per-view. So we have Joshi World War live in front of a mostly packed audience. They're looking forward to Katsuhito versus Rakshasa, Takahashi versus Gray in a steel cage match, Date and Giantess Kyoto taking on our tag team, or Boom Niyama and Aja. Here's some of the predictions. They think Katsuhito retains, Takahashi wins, Passionistas retain, Date and Kyoko win, McTavish, Wild Tammy Richards and Zaniba win, Chizu, Uri, and Gundao win. We got Hime, Fury, and Yubaba winning. We got the Pretty Solar Soldiers winning. And I think Armbar, Emma, the Unleashed, Koloff, and Sanderson wins. We'll see how that all stacks up, yep. So starting off with this one, I think we're going to let the Wuxia Queens, Natsuko and Yonimura win. 4-star rated match. La Incendia attacks Luna Knight, leaves her battered, bloodied. The Pretty Solar Soldiers will be without their leader in the upcoming fight. That's a 4.25 rated segment. As they come out in the elimination match between the Pretty Solar Soldiers and the Fallen Angels, the Pretty Solar Soldiers pick up the victory, with the last survivor being Miss Hera in a 4.5 rated match. Blood was shed as Dai Ikebio bled in that match. Gave us some 30 creative points for a holy crap moment. Main event package, where we're hyping the main event between Katsuhito and Rakshasa. That gets us a 4-star rated segment as we start building some hype for that event. Go ahead and continue this. So we now get into Otanio, De Almas, and Marlowe versus Hime, Fury, and Yubaba. And Otanio, Almas, and Marlowe get that victory in a 4-star rated match. Get Kagajira, 7% over, 30% popularity, 4.5% segment. Then she follows that up right away with a victory in a 4.5 star rated match that worked well with the crowd. Good to see that. And then we have footage of Saifan invading Higashi Suzumi's house, and the two end up brawling out in front of her family. That'll lead us into our next match between Okami, Sasaki, and Memento. And McTavish, Richards, and Zaniba lose to Okami, Sasaki, and Memento. 4.25 rated star match. Suzumi Date and Kyoko versus Boom Niami and Aja. I think I'll give the victory to Date and Kyoko. And a 4.5 star rated match. Relentless Savagery versus Passionistas. The Passionistas are going to retain the World Tag Team Championship. Takahashi escapes the cage, 4.5 star rated match. Ends that feud between Cordelia Gray and her. And Katsuhito is going to take and pin Rakshasa for the JPJ World Women's Championship in a 4-star rated match. Go ahead and continue this overall. See what we scored overall for our whole show. 115 creative points, 4.25 rated star show. Pretty happy with that show. It was a pretty decent show, I think. We're trying a few different things feud-wise this time and storyline times this time to see how things work, and still trying to get a handle on the feud system and how to stretch those feuds out as long as possible to gain as much heat and hype as possible. So it's a work in progress. We'll go ahead and continue here. We got 1,000 fans. We got a new player. The new Professional Wrestling Association opens its doors this month. That will be another potential competitor for us. Some news. We got World War. Joshi World delivers a great show. Kakajira note. Katsuhito becomes hot. We have a match contender of the year between the Pretty Solar Soldiers and Fallen Angels. Kakajira, Maeda, and Kondo against Chizu, Uri, and Gandao. Okami Sasaki Memento match was a match of the year. We had a match of the year for Date and Kyoko, Gray, and Funakoshi. We had quite a bit of news there about Joshi Puroresu Japan. Yukababa wants to team with Tengu Hime. So I'll see what I can do there. Shina Tenshi wants to start a faction. Okay. We'll try to complete that as well. Go ahead and check these messages here. Deonna Fury won't be there, and scouting report main eventer on Julia Stringer. So we have a new competitor. Available indie. And popularity gained. Princess Mayuri. That's good. Well, guys, this has been episode 7 of Joshi Puroresu Japan 89. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I put up any kind of new videos, either for Journey of Wrestling or my TEW or even OOTP 25. I have some other ones in the works, maybe another Journey of Wrestling, maybe a Pro Wrestling Sim. But that way you'll know whenever I put up a video that you might like to be interested in. So I'm Last Son. This has been Joshi Puroresu Japan 89. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in our next video.